Welcome, dear listeners, to a story that has long been close to my heart. For over a decade, I've wandered the shadowed corners of this tale, nurturing it, waiting for the perfect moment to share it with you. Tonight, that moment has arrived, and I'm honored to bring you into this world where whispers of the past and the glow of lanterns light the way through a graveyard like no other. In this place, where the veil between the living and the lost is thinnest, one small creature carries a light of its own, a light that guides us through mystery, wonder, and the magic of Halloween. So as you settle in, know that what you're about to hear is more than just a story. It's a piece of my journey, one I'm thrilled to share with you. Tonight's story is entitled Graveyard Mouse and the Halloween Lanterns. There once was an old village hidden and alone, whose people loved Halloween to the core of their bones. They would count the time till the end of October, when the days grow short and the nights grow colder. For on that day, for a few hours at night, the villagers and their lost loves can reunite. When the townspeople grow old and die, they do not completely disappear, because their souls will return on the most magical night of the year. Everyone awaits this time with anticipation and glee for the chance to reunite with loved ones and party until 3. Not to be left out of this yearly reunion and chance to make amends is a small graveyard mouse and his little graveyard friends. These magical events take place far away from the hidden town, in a spooky old graveyard high on a desolate mound. The following story is short but true, detailing the events of a little mouse and his graveyard crew. High atop a moonlit hill, a creepy old graveyard sits alone and still. The graveyard is old, dark and grim, with its large old trees and skeleton limbs. The full moon casts eerie shadows on the graveyard floor. Following these shadows will lead one to Graveyard Mouse's door. Hidden deep within his hidden treehouse is where we first meet little Graveyard Mouse. Except for one ear, he is white as a ghost, tiny but quick. He is the perfect Halloween host. At first glance, things are not as calm as they seem, for there is much happening on this Halloween Eve. Cozy and warm inside his creepy old tree, Graveyard Mouse is as busy as a little mouse can be. Cleaning and decorating his little nest, he hurriedly prepares for his Halloween guests. At midnight, when the clock strikes 12 and Halloween arrives, Graveyard Mouse and friends will party with the ghosts on the one night they come alive. Jack-o'-lanterns will be made to provide warmth and light, to guide the friendly spirits through the cold, dark night. Outside among the ancient graves and fog-covered ground, friends of Graveyard Mouse prepare for the Halloween party countdown. With only hours to spare before Halloween begins, Graveyard Mouse must make his lantern with his 4 best friends. Owl is wise and Bat is quick, Raccoon is sneaky and Cat likes to play tricks. They all share one goal on this dark and spooky night, to make jack-o'-lanterns to lessen the graveyard's eerie fright. Graveyard Mouse will craft his lantern from an acorn found in his tree. After hollowing and carving, his lantern will be the best it can be. Resting high in his moss-covered tree, wise old Owl scans the graveyard for anything to see. From his lofty perch high above the ground, Owl searches for his lantern without making a sound. As he scans the graveyard, he sees a special sight, a rusty lantern resting on a grave, a treasure in the night. The lantern is large enough to provide adequate light, yet small enough for Owl to carry while in flight. Even at night, Owl's eyes are sharp and bright, spotting the smallest movement in the pale moonlight. For now, all is quiet on the hallowed ground below, except for the soft rustling of Cat's furry little toes. Cat walks slowly through the fallen autumn leaves, searching for anything to make her Halloween lantern with ease. As she creeps through the graveyard where the oldest trees reside, many branches and dried leaves must be moved aside. After much searching through leaves and sod, Cat discovers her lantern in the form of a fallen prickly tree pod. The tripod is round, spiky and hollow. It will make a lantern whose light is easy to follow. Across the silent graveyard hidden out of sight, Bat awakens and prepares for his nocturnal flight. Emerging from his hidden nest, he prepares for the night's flight. Using powerful wings, he soars to great heights. High over the cemetery, he glides through the night. He's very hungry and looking for something to bite. Up in the air, Bat's keen eyes spot a flickering delight, a dance of fireflies like stars in the night. With a graceful swoop, he catches them all, tiny lanterns captured in his nocturnal thrall. Glowing like gems, in a glass orb they reside, a shimmering lantern with fireflies inside. Now it's Raccoon's turn, with his mask so sly, to find a lantern that will catch every eye. Through old stones and under moonbeams gleam, Raccoon searches for a lantern like one in a dream. In the corner of a forgotten grave's nook, a piece of mirror glimmers, a treasure for Raccoon to look. A shard of glass, polished by time, reflects the moon's glow, a find so sublime. Once the lanterns have been crafted with care, the friends make their way to Mouse's treehouse as fast as they dare. Cozy and warm, with lanterns held tight, they're ready to welcome Halloween night. As the midnight hour draws near its brink, they light up the lanterns, a soft, glowing blink. Across the graveyard, their light shines so bright, guiding lost spirits in the tranquil, quiet night. From the realm of the dead, they begin to appear, spectres and shades their loved ones hold dear. Hand in hand, they dance and embrace, the veil between worlds for a moment erased. Through lanterns' soft glow, their spirits take flight, back to the world of the living this Halloween night. A joyous reunion, both worlds now in sync, with love and laughter, the spirits all link. And as dawn approaches, the spirits must part. With lanterns' last glow, they return, heart to heart. The graveyard grows quiet, the parties end near, but the memories linger, till next Halloween's cheer. For one night in the year, two worlds intertwine, guided by lanterns' light, a moment divine. And so, as the last lantern flickers out and our journey with the graveyard mouse comes to an end, I want to thank you for joining me in this tale that has been so close to my heart. Sharing this story with you has been a dream, years in the making, and I hope its magic and mystery have lingered with you as much as it has with me. As the night grows quiet and the shadows settle, remember that even the smallest lights can guide us through the darkest places. Until we meet again to explore more of these hidden realms, I thank you for your time, your company, and your imagination. Good night, and may the lanterns always lead you home.